Hello and welcome back to another Borussia Dortmund match review. Today I'm going to be talking about the game that occurred yesterday between Borussia Dortmund and Eintracht Frankfurt. Now Eintracht Frankfurt, who are doing pretty good in this season, in the league this season, are in 6th place. And we needed more points in order to get a bigger advantage over Bayern. We needed to beat them. But this game was very difficult. Clearly, during the game you could see already at the beginning how Dortmund were attacking a lot, but so were Frankfurt. It was a constant counter-attack game. And luckily though, Bayern lost 3-1 to Leverkusen, surprisingly, which now, thanks to the 1-0 draw that we got against Frankfurt, puts us 7 points ahead in first. However, during the game, there are some things that needed to be pointed out, some positives and some slightly negative aspects of the game. Let's start with the positives. So, one thing I need to say is Royce. Now, I've read a little bit about the critics that the German reports have said about the game, and many of them have been criticizing Royce for not putting away his chances. Now, apart from one where he was one-on-one with Kevin Trapp, all of them were pretty much just unlucky. Honestly, if I was in his place, I think that anyone who would see him from his perspective, that was just pure unluckiness. His shot over the crossbar, then the one where he hits the post, they're all just, he did everything correctly. If he was part of the game, he was very involved as the center attacking midfielder, which I really like about Royce. Nowadays, Royce is playing more of an open player. Everything goes through him, and everything over the attack goes through him. Now, I believe that he has done everything correct. Everything. There was nothing I had to say against him. Maybe be a little more clinical, but that just comes with, how lucky you are. But something else I saw is Guerrero. Now, Guerrero has constantly been a vital player to Dortmund's wing position. He used to start as a left back, but he slowly became a left midfielder. And under Favre's management, he is the left midfielder. Now, he is a perfect left midfielder, in my opinion. He's perfect for that position. He's able to go up, go down. He has that defensive and attacking capabilities that many left midfielders don't have. They just have the attacking capability. And Guerrero, as you can see in the first goal, the only goal that Dortmund scored, he was just, the ball just glued to his feet. And I remember listening to one of the reporters, one of the journalists, who talked about Dortmund and the goal, that defenders, he got through 3 defenders, and they just were saying that there was no way the defenders could have done anything because Guerrero had basically the ball glued to his feet, which was true. So I just want to praise Guerrero for his game and for his form that he's been playing in lately, and I think he needs to continue playing like that, and there won't be any issues on that side. Then also one other thing is that I wanted to talk about now a bit some things that need to be pointed out about some not bad, but we could say negative aspects of the game, and that was Dortmund's slight regression in the second half. In the first half, like I said, there was constant counterattacks from both sides. And, well, that was a very interesting game to watch. But when they went into the second half, so it was 1-0 already in the first half, when they came in the second half, you could see that Dortmund was already, I don't know, how could you say it, but they weren't playing like they did in the first half. Frankfurt was getting way too many chances on goal. Berkey, I know I give him a lot of stick for the last games he's played, but yesterday in the game, he was phenomenal. Made amazing saves, saved Dortmund countless times, and he deserves a load of praise for that. But either way, too many chances for Frankfurt. Way too many. Way too many that, Dortmund got lucky to not have conceded. There was one striker who I feared a lot in that game, Ante Rebic, who played amazing in the 2018 World Cup, but he was a constant danger for Dortmund. Constant danger. And, about that, Dortmund had to deal a lot with him. But then also Dortmund started to attack less, you could say, because they basically had no chances. And during the last 15-20 minutes, they were already playing defensive, like they were going for the draw. Obviously, they'd already known. You could see in the stadium, if you watch the game, you could see how when Bayern scored, like the crowd started screaming. But that's the thing, is that Dortmund started playing defensive already 20 minutes before. Now imagine they would have won that game. They would be 9 points ahead, and that would help a lot. Not gonna lie, it would have helped a lot. So I think that's one thing. I think Dortmund need to try and go for the win. Even if they've got the draw, they need to go for higher, And maybe a year ago, 2 years ago, it would have been something they normally would have done. But now I think they need to expect higher, and they need to be considered a huge team. And huge teams, big teams, they attack constantly, even the last 10 minutes. Apart from that, I think Dortmund played a pretty good game. Apart from the slight regression in their, slight, getting worse in the second half, my bad. I think they had a pretty good game, and it was a very interesting game to watch for the viewers. Apart from that, the whole team played, I could say good. They played good. There was not much to say against them. And that's all I've got to say on this game between Eintracht Frankfurt and Borussia Dortmund, which ended in a draw. Now Dortmund, who are now 7 points ahead, have to now win their next games, and if they do, then we'll be Bundesliga champions. Thank you very much for listening to this match review, and I'll see you in the next one.